that the legal team of Joseph Foloba, they are not on ground at the coroner inquest on Wednesday. My dear brother, sister, is that possible for the legal team of Joseph Foloba not to be at coroner inquest? Is that possible? This is not possible. This is not possible. Must the head of the council of the legal team of Joseph Foloba must be a coroner inquest? The answer is no. Because this is not a one-man team. There are more than 5 in this team seeking this justice. And I can assure you, 3 of them, of the legal team, are there that very day. But now they came out that they are not there. But I want to remind people that the legal team of Joseph Foloba, they know what they are doing before they call for the nurse. And we shouldn't forget, when we go back to the statements of the Lagos State Police, the nurse was a prime suspect. And some of us agree that Mohbad was switched off on Monday, not on Tuesday. And when we go back to the Lagos State Police, the nurse came on Tuesday. That is the reason why the legal team of Joseph Foloba are calling for the nurse to appear at coroner inquest. It's very simple. Few questions will be asked. Is it true that you are there on Tuesday? Yes. What time did you get there? So time. Okay, when you got there, who was the first contact that you saw? How did they contact you? What happened when you got there? Is it truly that it's Mohbad that you injected? Okay, before you go there, did you branch at a pharmacy to get some things? Okay, when you got there, did you see any substance, injection on the floor? What was the condition of the environment? This is a question that needs to be asked. It's totally different to toxicology or autopsy. And a group of people now came up and said, the legal team of Joseph Foloba are not working. Well, it's up to individuals to believe either they are working or they are not working. And I've said, it's better you follow your conscience. Look very well. Look very well before. Don't follow crowd. Look very well, think very well before you come to your own conclusion. They are not doing one way or the other. They got the coroner back on stage. And don't forget, we all knew that they wanted to kill off the coroner inquest. Don't forget that they don't want people to come to coroner inquest. The legal team fought the battle. A lot have happened. This same set condemning right now the legal team of Joseph Foloba. They are the one that they brought, I think, early January, and they wanted to force Joseph Foloba to sign a concept letter of the paternity. But because Baba rejected not to sign it on one base, because Joseph Foloba have already hired his legal teams to work for him. All of a sudden, they came. They said they've got their own lawyer. They got 50 million. They've prepared the document. And Joseph Oloba said, fine, you are doing very well. But at this stage, I don't need your help. I already got my legal team. What happened after that? They start screaming that the legal team of Joseph Oloba is not good enough. What happened after the coroner inquest was closed? These are the people that came up and said the legal team of Joseph Oloba are not doing anything. They tried to shut them down. But what happened? We saw the action. Because when the coroner inquest was closed, last year, people thought that there's nothing this legal team are doing. But they are doing. We saw the first press release, how Baba have the confidence and fresh when he gave his first interview through the TVC. Everybody now saw it. Oh, they've coached this Baba. They are doing a lot. We shouldn't forget, the same team, they are the one that they brought down African TV down. African TV has its own error, but they are the one, along with the first lawyer that is helping Baba. The question is this: when you want to help me, and I said to you, I don't need your help, is it by force to help? This is at the team also. Call Mr. Quadri in Ghana that Baba did not need any public fund, this and this. Why? During that time. These are the people that they call Berekete this year, live stream. Suzanne called Berekete. Oh, we've got lawyer, we will help. Berekete told them, we all listen to what Berekete said to them. Why are they after this Baba? Must you force your help on someone? No. This is where every one of us needs to be very careful. We all want justice. We all want justice. And this is where we need to be very careful of what is coming, how we move. You understand? Anybody that wants to follow them, you are free. We are in a free world. If you think that Baba is not, the legal team of Joseph Oloba are not doing anything, then you are entitled, but don't bring them down, and you cannot even bring them down. We are being told yesterday night that some group want to sack the legal team of Joseph Oloba and sack the brother of Joseph Oloba, who happens to be Mr. Mewa.
Andy, please, Mr. Andy, pardon me. Ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section, please, I would like to bring to us that I want to appreciate everybody that is in the comment section, both the panelists and everybody coming and going. Thank you so much for all that you and everybody making submission. And we should also likewise also respect ourselves in the comment section, please. Any form of...
The question is this: why do they want to sack the legal team and sack the brother of Joseph Oloba? It sounds funny to me. What right, what audacity have they gotten? This one shocked me. It really shocked me. But, well, they can run their mouth anyhow. They want to do it. The question is this: the only one person that can sack them is Baba Mohbad, Joseph Oloba. And these people also have come against Berekete. That Berekete is not doing anything. You understand me? But the question is this: must you force your help on someone when the person said, I'm sorry, at this stage, I don't think I need your help? You understand me? What we should be looking forward to is the 10 weeks of Commissioner of Lagos State said to us. And I believe this is the 6th week, if I'm not mistaken. You understand me? What we should be looking for, Corona inquest that is going to take place next month on the 15th of April. What we should be looking for is the court order. The legal team on behalf of Joseph Oloba serve Wunmi Adebanjo. That should be all our focus. And another point is this: how can the legal team, myself, yourself, how can you help the legal team to bring the likes of Darosha, the driver of the SUV, the nurse, back to Corona inquest? You understand me? I will only advise, don't support anyone that is dragging us backward. You understand? And that 10 weeks will come. And I believe before that 10 weeks comes, you will see another news from Berekete, Ordinary President Ahmed. Thank you, everyone. And thank you.
As another person think Cironado is the best, so we cannot just have the same point of view. Yeah, talking about the case being a public case, yeah, I don't have a problem. Personally, I don't have a problem with the public coming in. We are all public, and Sweet Mother, thank you so much. We are all public, and we are trying to do whatever it is that we can do to make sure that this thing. But there are certain helps you don't accept. So helps are good. You are in need of help. Helps are good, but there are certain helps that you don't understand. I mean, you don't accept. Yes, the case is a public case. The case is a public case, and the public too can actually, one way or the other, try and come in. But when you look at it critically well, and you see the place where the help is coming from, and you are being suspicious about it, it's not a crime for you to actually speak out when you are being so you are looking at, you are seeing that I'm suspecting that this thing is actually this one is actually this one. So I for one, I have never looked down on the legal team of Baba Mohbad, which I'm not gonna do. Let us also have it at the back of our mind that it is not this current Odumosu that started the case. I think it took about this is 6 months. It took about, maybe he just took up the case maybe 2 or 3 months ago, if I am right. Mr. Andy, he took up the case 2 or 3 months ago. Is it like 3 months ago?
Around late November.
He took up the case late November. Let's say
the inquest was closed then.
Okay, now the inquest was closed, and so paperwork, transferring this one and that one. I think, yeah, I want to see if you want to bash the legal team. I think I should be one of those people that, because when we talk on this platform, one thing that I appreciate about my panelists that comes on this platform, they are brilliant people that comes on this platform, and when they give their submission, and their submission is always interesting, and I always look at the kind of knowledge and wisdom that is at work in the life of all of the panelists that comes to this place, and I'm always like, this is amazing. And whenever we talk, I always my expectation is that the legal team, at least they have ears everywhere. The legal team should come and pick 1 or 2 things and begin to work with it. But at the end of the day, you will notice that when we talk about so many things on this platform, likewise every other platforms too, you will notice that they don't, the action is what we are actually expecting from them, is not what they are actually doing. But at the end of the day, we are not going to command them, and we can only advise them. If we see that there is a loophole, we can only tell them there is a loophole in this list. And I'm everywhere or anywhere they think that the public needs to come in. I always say it on this platform that yes, the public can actually come in. Now, I said earlier on that it is not help is good, but when you're beginning to suspect the help or where the help is coming from, that is where the when there's another motive behind the help that is coming for you, it is better you don't accept it. Yeah. Concerning some couple of people that said Baba should come and sign some couple of documents some couple of months ago. I kind of wonder that it is the same document that the team Wumi wants Baba Mohbad to come and sign. And I'm asking my question. I'm asking a question. What is the correlation between team Wumi and this particular this thing? The so-called people want Baba to come and sign a document, and at the same time, the team Wumi wants Baba to sign the same document. So I'm asking this question: like, what is it that is with this document, or what is the relationship between this person and this team and the other team? Are they really seeking justice for Mohbad? These are one of the questions that we need to ask ourselves. And ladies and gentlemen, please let me quickly bring to our notice that we are on the X app, which is actually the tweet of the shareholders in modernization. We're following the money when we discover that Mommy Kim Card. Thank you so much. We're following the money when we discover that. Mommy Kim Card, you want to say something? If you want to say something, Mommy Kim Card, please kindly send your request, please. Black Velvet, are you there, sir? Okay, I see. Okay. Pardon me. Skip my mind. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, Mommy Kim Card. Okay, that's no problem. Brekete Gaza Kingdom. I want to appreciate my Oga in the building. Brekete Gaza Kingdom. That is team.
We gathered. I am not going to use anybody else's word, but Bosse, Alamala, and Black Widow words. Bosse Alamala saw Mohbad ghost passing her around 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. She called Black Widow. Black Widow said around that time, lied that Mohbad is sleeping that very day on Monday. Black Widow also later said that Allah Majeko read this and that. So I am basing and confirming, even apart from all other things that I've gathered, I'm basing and confirming my allegation that Mohbad died around that time, between 2 o'clock and 4 p.m. on Monday. But the question is, why did it take Iya Mohbad the following day to go to Mohbad's house? And, that is suspicion right there. See, those are the things that are bundling me to make my conclusion that, this guy's death was planned. Another one is these other 72 hours. I generally pick that 72 hours to cover everything. What went wrong within that 72 hours. All the bourgeoisie saying that the nurse was called, this and that, somebody going out saw Mohbad struggling and in pain. All these things are very, very funny. And also, Prime Boy telling us that after he was chased away from Mohbad's car, he went to Chief Priest, and Chief Priest asked him to sit down, and Chief Priest never came back. And we remember that they said that it's going to take at least an hour for, was it Slayton that was singing after Mohbad? And Prime Boy sat for all that. And by the time he decided to stand up and look for everybody, everybody was gone. All those stories are not adding up. But we are continuing. But the fact is almost certain, 99.9%, that Mohbad left us around between 2 and 4 p.m. on Monday. Now, getting back to Andy. Andy, I'm not dragging you. I'm just being plain and straightforward. Before I go further, let me make a disclaimer. I have decided to be a one-man show in my fight and quest for Mohbad's predicament, since my interest will not die. So I don't know anybody. I don't affiliate with anybody. I say my mind, and God is my witness. I don't ask for any collection or connection. I use my own strength and breath and my own pocket to achieve my desire. And my desire is to see that we get to justice, to find out who killed, if anybody killed Mohbad or participated in his death. So anybody cannot associate me with anybody. I'm a one-man mopo, and I fight for justice my own way. Having said that, I find it hard to believe that no matter what the police, everything we know about the police, that the Mohbad law firm, Joseph Aloba law's firm, that is helping him to find the truth about his son's death, cannot, go to the police officially and ask for information on how to serve a suspect criminal that was in jail or in detention for about 3 months. I find out that I had to believe that my dear friend Andy had to be the one coming out to ask Spending to release our phone number. When Lenchi is in Nigeria, has contact with the nurse. I find it as a propaganda, and it's not going down well. With all due respect to my Andy, I find it as a propaganda. The police, no matter what, will give that information because she is a suspect. She is being asked to report at the coroner. The inquest is not a criminal panel. It's just to find out why so and so person died. And they will give their report to the PPP, or what do they call them, or to the police, which police will forward. The inquest is to hear from you and ask you some questions. So I am taking that as a propaganda, and I will let it lie at that. So I want us not to, when the host said something, it is, there's nothing wrong in criticizing a law firm. Even there is nothing wrong in criticizing Joseph Aloba, but me, I don't see that at this time. I've decided to, if there is any, I haven't seen any criticism for Joseph Aloba. And if there is, I will wait for that after the burial and after we have found justice. Then I will lay my criticism. But there is nothing wrong in criticizing his lawyers. We are following him. His lawyers are following him. There is nothing wrong in pushing them forward by some criticism. There's everything wrong in bashing them. You don't bash them. There's difference in bashing and criticizing. Every good effort deserves a criticism and makes a system goes better and faster. If they did what they did 3 days ago or 2 days ago, and nobody said, and everybody pat them in the back, and it's either they are doing everything right or people are lying. We saw their shortcomings and we criticize it. I criticize it. My criticism lays in the way that they allow the magistrate to get away with something so peculiar, so important as this case, and you left it hanging for more than 3 months, and you now came back without an apology, and you now came back to add to the suspicion that we have already established that there are some power that be that are backing you. The magistrate added to this by coming late, by closing early, by giving excuses for further hearing. This is a phenomenon, a very special case, that if the Lagos State government doesn't have enough money to provide diesel or kerosene for the generators, that I can guarantee you that 20,000 gallons of kerosene or diesel will be delivered every day until Mohbad is given justice. And to say now, come and say the Chief Judge of Lagos State said that we should close by 2 o'clock when you have such an important case. The Chief Judge can make an exception to this case, that other than Mohbad, because of this and that, they can stay from 9 to 5. But you came 1 o'clock, 1:30, when you have been postponing, adjourning, and doing all this. And what I criticize the Mohbad, Joseph Aloba's lawyers for is that they lack in their duty, in their right as a member of the bar, to criticize or ask for expedient, hearing on this case, and to cajole the judge, the magistrate, for giving flame excuses, coming late, giving excuses for a case, for adjourning to a month, almost a month away. And even the adjournment that she made, she's now saying that, they are going for recess. What recess are you going to when we have such an important issue to solve? The lawyer have that right under the bar instruction, under the bar association. Any lawyer listening or magistrate or judge listening can challenge me that they have that right to say their mind. That will not contribute to any assault on the bench. You have the right to criticize the bench while you are facing the bench, because that is what makes us grow. You don't have the right to bash the bench as a lawyer, but you have the right to criticize the bench. That is my issue with them. I am not supporting anybody but justice for Mohbad. And I am not at this time ready to overrun Baba Mohbad legal authority over the death of his son. So I take my 2 minutes is long over. Let me let somebody else take the course. I hope, Mr. Andy, I have made myself very clear. I'm a one-man mopo, and do things according to the way I see it. But I will not overrun Joseph Aloba's right to ask for justice for his son. Thank you.
Sakuma, we can hear you, sir. Baba. Ekale.
My Lagata,
Sakuma, we can hear you.
yeah, that I've made my submission, my dear brother,
Baba.
and the code is not there. Let me comment and commend you for all the batching that you've been. I'm talking to Team Lagata, that you've been receiving left and right. I hope you stay and pray that
Yes,
you
sir.
stay on course. Don't let any distraction, especially from that angle that I don't want to mention. Just stay your course and continue doing what you are doing. We love you, and I've not seen your platform coming up lately. I hope it's not that you are getting pressure from that foolish lady. Don't let her take you back. She's a nobody. You cannot.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, you
Yes, they can
you
never.
cannot overjump Joseph Aloba
Better
in
than
any
you.
way, shape, form.
Nope. Nope.
So you
Nope.
just
Thank you
keep
very
doing
much,
what you
Sakuma.
do.
That was yes, sir. That was a good acknowledge, sir. I appreciate you, sir, so much. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, all the panelists, and to all the comment section. God bless you. We have set up to for one. Oh, okay. As long as we know that we are standing for the right justice and for the truth. I just know that some platforms are very toxic, even within the Justice for Mohbad, due to the fact that we all want things to be done in our own ways or how we see it and all of that. Forgetting the fact that there are certain things that needs to be done and procedures. Is Baba legal team, are they working? I can categorically say yes. Did they need areas of improvement? 100% yes. Because at the end of the day, there are so many things that have been said in the past where Baba's lawyer were being bashed and dragged and all of that, due to the fact that one person or group of people wanted to be working for Baba's legal team or whatnot, or want to be close to Baba's legal team, and they do not have the opportunity. You know, I believe they are using that as a weapon to go against or drag or, pull the legal team or try to condemn their handwork. We have seen it on social media, on TikTok, where some group of people are saying that the one that brought out in Corona inquest, all of this, all of that. There are so many questions that have been asked in the past. Why is Corona inquest not coming up? What is happening? What's Baba's legal team doing? This and that, left and right. But we realize that the lawyer that started this case with Baba Mohbad caused a lot of damage in this case, and in the dragging and delay of this justice or of this Corona inquest, because it was proving so difficult to hand over to the new lawyer. And according to law or whatever under the bar, Sakuma can say that you don't diss or talk bad about your fellow learned fellow. So not coming out to give us adequate information, press conference, those are the areas I believe that Baba's legal team should work on. Hence why I said earlier that Baba's legal team, are they working? I would say yes. Areas of improvement, I would say yes. We can logically, speak to them or get someone, that could pass our message across. Hence why I believe in this justice. We on social media, especially TikTokers, are one of the big reasons why that body was exhumed and why we start the hashtag justice for Mohbad. So I'm not going to condemn our efforts right from the beginning, September the 13th, when we're all asking how he died and how we pay and all of that. So dragging Baba's legal team, I believe there can be so many learned people that we can do it in a very different way. For you, there are ways and manners of approach that, look, whatever it takes for us to get justice, we should try and embrace it. Number one, justice is love. Justice is peace. And justice is brotherhood. But so many people throw the emotions and feelings inside this justice for Mohbad. We have so many TikTok lawyers. We have so many TikTok judges. We have so many TikTok enemies. A lot of people go through stuff behind closed doors in their house or whatever in their life. And they will come on TikTok and they will bring it out and start using it to, affect this justice. So many things is happening behind closed doors. I am telling you, I'm sure some people on this platform today will understand where I'm coming from. Some people will dislike Sakuma, and Sakuma is making sense in that platform because he has a problem with Sakuma, and Andy is my friend, and I can't talk to Sakuma, or I can't listen to Sakuma. I will open a fake account, start dragging people because they had issues. I will just touch down quickly on the nose and whatnot that I'm aware of. People got it wrong. Some people were asking for nose picture. And I believe all those things was just misunderstanding. And we knew all these things will happen. For instance, on the other platform where they support Wunmi, they will carelessly open their mouth and say things they were doing behind closed doors. All these things, Wunmi, don't be available for them. Don't let them see you to go and live somewhere else. All these things they were saying, they were giving instructions to this girl. And I believe they are the main people we are dealing with because they are the one advising, encouraging this lady. So no matter what, it's police and thief, right? Not all the thief the police will arrest. Some get away with it. Some will still get caught. It depends on how smart individual plays their game. We have seen so many criminals that will get away with stuff. So we need to put that into consideration as well. The judge will not go and serve the summon to Wunmi. No. A sheriff was sent out, and if they don't see you, it's still procedure. Sakuma, I'm starting to be corrected, sir. When a summon is about to be served, it goes through the sheriff or from the court, whatever. And there's something they call substitute, what is it called, Sakuma? Is it an alternative way of serving a summon to somebody that is not available?
Substituted service.
Service, thank you, sir. So all these things are processed, and there's no way Baba Mohbad legal team want to work, that they will beat or work beyond the court rules and regulation. And I'm not here to defend Baba Mohbad's legal team. I have so many things I have problem with. And I really do appreciate what they are doing so far. We were asking questions. When is Corona? Blah, 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 blah. They started Corona. This letter, you're not responding. They responded to it. They are working in their own best ability or capacity. If we have anywhere that is lacking, we do not need to come on social media and condemn these people. Because no matter how professional you want to be, nobody is above mistake and everyone should stand to be corrected. There are ways how things can be done. People asking for proof. I was in a platform earlier, show us the proof that a nurse was served or a nurse was served a summon to come to Corona inquest. Show us the proof that the nurse was invited for Corona inquest. Of course, the nurse is in the picture. There was a nurse. So people coming out asking for nurse picture is wrong. When Baba Mohbad's legal team were looking for avenue to get through to the nurse, don't forget, when the police questioned these people, an address was given. And then, on that platform where they are where anti-justice are, they're advising all of these people. And even people that have close relationship to all these people, they are giving them so many advice. 1 million advisor, 0 helper. They are telling them what to do. They are confused. They are doing, it's happening for real. At least, if anything, I can confirm Spend is one. How so many things have been said to him, how they have messed up his brain, they've messed up with so many things. Even within our own so-called host. Everyone shouts, this is a public case. A public case. There has to be someone that would drive, the captain of that ship that would sail us to our destination. Everyone can be a captain. Sakuma might come up with an idea now. Andy might come up with an idea. This, that. Some people will follow ideas of what Andy said, and other people will follow what Sakuma is saying. Already, there's division. So, this justice, we need to actually think beyond where we are at the moment. It is very important. Hence why this energy is so draining and tiring as well. And I believe this is where the problem is coming from. There's nothing bad in setting up likes of learned, advanced, smart people together. There are things that don't even need to be discussed on live, on social media. I guess that is what the legal team are protecting. But because so many people in Justice for Mohbad are actually so eager to know what is happening, what are they saying? What is happening now? Because the energy is still there. So, for that reason, we lose focus. Yes, I was aware Baba Mohbad's legal team are looking for someone that have access to the nurse. Because the last day they were meant to sign before the Corona inquest, it was cancelled. And that was why Baba's legal team representative was there at the party. Because all these things as planned and according to how actions need to strike. So not be able to go to that signing on that day was a big thing. Not to be able to serve the nurse the letter for coroner inquest. So if people are asking, where is the nurse? Some people are asking for the picture. Some people are asking who knows where the nurse is. A name was being mentioned. And because some people were asking for the picture prior before the day or the week the legal team were asking for the nurse whereabouts, now they have been mixed up together that people were asking for picture. Nobody needs to see nurse picture. We just need the nurse to come and say our own side of the story and probably make us connect the dots. That's where the mistake and assumption comes from. And I'm happy that that side of the thing has been resolved. Moving forward, we just need to be able to understand one another. If there's anything, anyone injustice for Mohbad, don't assume. Walk into their private. Hello, can I have a chat with you? You know, sort things out, because most of the things that I've seen on this TikTok thing is just pure misunderstanding. And some people are followers. Some people, like, if I see anyone speaking that I like speaking that is in one platform, I will gladly go there and sit down and listen to what that person is saying. It's very important. If there are things to help Baba Mohbad's legal team, I can tell you 1,000 and more people have one or two things to say to the legal team. Now, how many do they want to accept in? How many do they want to listen to? Am I audible? Hello? Am I audible?
Yeah, go on, go.
So, how many people, how many advice do they want to listen to? I have an advice to give. Andy has one. Sakuma has one. Everyone has one, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not going to work like that. Even if this was Falana, that's on Baba's legal team, I'm sure a lot of people won't still be satisfied with what he's doing or he'll be doing. There will still be some people that will criticize what is happening. Like Sakuma said earlier, in every good, successful assignment, that has to be criticized. That is why we have some called Team Wumi, and we have some that Team Justice for Mohbad. That is the only way things can be balanced. So please, let us be guided. I know we want things to happen almost immediately. By tomorrow, we should get justice. By tomorrow, everybody here, 85% of people, are hoping one day that one of them will just come out and start singing and start telling us everything that happened. That's because we are eager to know what happened. In as much, I just want to implore every one of us to please, in as much as we are really anxious to know, let us try and give a warm support to these people and encourage them and be productive in how we think, how we see things. It might help a lot. The legal team are human beings as well. And I'm sure they that's what they are trained to be. But the little we can do for them is at least support them and encourage them. Also, be able to ask our questions logically. We should remember the same way I want to ask questions, the the same way Andy, the same way Sakuma, the same way the Ishtalk, the same way Queenie, every one of us. If they come on social media today, I'm telling you, thousands of questions will be asked. Thousands of expectations will be expecting to, can you not do this? Can you not do that? Can you not? Because we put emotions. Only people in the law field, law firm, we understand the situation. So I would say that we should continue to fight for this justice. Sakuma, I swear to God, not even my parents can tell me to stop fighting for justice for Mohbad. It's not possible. And the day I decided to compromise this justice for Mohbad, God should take my life. I didn't walk into justice for Mohbad because of anybody. I have reasons why I'm in this justice for Mohbad and not with any personal interest. The justice must be served, no matter how. If it's not served by law, it will be served by justice, jungle justice. No matter what, this justice must be served. If they like, make their wine nose from now till tomorrow. It will be served. These people look small, but the people they know, it's crazy because our country is compromised on its own. You see them talking about, you have your evidence, go to Panti, allow the police to do their job. Is it the police that have failed us? Imagine, courts have to off the generator at 2 o'clock in a case where the whole world is expecting something to happen. How many days have we been waiting for Corona to come back? Okay, Spendy fainted or whatever it does. What about Prime Boy? There's something not right somewhere. And we need to understand that we are not just fighting this justice with, with ordinary people. A lot is happening behind closed doors. A lot. Prime Boy's lawyer, Spendy's lawyer, all of them, they're compromised. So I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know that we will get justice by the grace of God. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Brekete,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Team Lagata, for that. Black Velvet, I'll be coming to you very soon. But I quickly need to actually add and say this. This justice for Mohbad. What Mr. Tim Lagata just said. How many hosts can come out and say the day I compromise on justice for Mohbad? How many hosts can come out and say this? Justice for Mohbad is not a child's play. If you know you are not wholeheartedly in need, you better take your hands off it. How many hosts can come out to say this? Justice for Mohbad is not a child's play. Justice for Mohbad is not a competition. Justice for Mohbad is not a business enterprise. Justice for Mohbad. Justice for Mohbad is not a child's play. Thank you so much, Mr. Tim Lagata. If I didn't hear anything, at least.
Appreciate that. But before I share a few thoughts, I have a quick question for you, Tim Lagata. At the end of your summation, did you say that Prime Boy spending lawyers are compromised? Did you say that?
Mr. Tim Lagata, are you there, sir? I think he's not here.
Oh yeah, okay. Did anybody?
Yeah, maybe you can go ahead. Maybe you can go ahead with your submission. Wait for him while he comes. Thank you.
Okay, because I feel the same way. I just want to confirm that because that's how I feel based on what we saw spending say. But to be honest with you, again, I came up to just talk a little bit about what you both just talked about because let's be honest here. We all have our own reasons why we are fighting this justice for Mohbad, each and every one of us. Some of us started at the very early stages. Some of us came in later on. other people decamped from the other team, came over here when they started seeing the truth. But again, me, I didn't know anything about Mohbad until I saw on September 12th, right? And this is a message for maybe mostly for the hosts. Everyone that decided to become a host, like someone said earlier on, the public outcry, social media, we cried out loud. And that's when Mohbad's body got exhumed. We were united when that happened. Everybody were crying, advocating, shouting. We were united. And that's why the government had no choice than to exhume the body. When the body was exhumed, I feel like that's when a lot of people changed, a lot of the hosts changed what their intention was. And like people have said, social media is the reason why this case is still relevant, why it's gone global. Yes. But I wouldn't say social media in general, but I would say some hosts are the reason too why this case has dragged along in addition to the corruption of the government. What do I mean by that? After the body was exhumed, I felt like we were no longer united as one voice to find justice for Mohbad. Everybody started using this for their own different intention. We all have an intention. Some people use this to trend, to be relevant. Some use it to cash up, monetize. Some use it to start up their career. And there are some that really are fighting truly and using their platform not only as an educational platform to provide good information to the public, but also to encourage people, help, donate, raise money for our brothers and sisters out there because of that. So the message I have here mostly is for the host initially, right? Like, let us use this opportunity, put our selfish interest behind. I know things are difficult in Nigeria. I know everybody wants, there's monetization, everyone wants to cash out, but let us put our differences, our ego, our pride, our greed aside and use the platform that we are blessed to have for true justice. Because everybody won't be captain, everybody won't be the first person to release news, everybody won't, now my platform, now we break this news, now we bring this person come. Because of things like that, we have revealed too much information, showed our hand, and has caused some harm. I wouldn't say more harm than good. I would say it has caused some harm to this process. So please, this talk, I was blessed to be on your platform for the very first time that I could be a panel and come up and speak. Your platform was the first. And you remember the things that I said months ago. And it saddens me that some of it is still happening today, till today. We're hosted for a reason. We opened this platform to bring intelligent people, to rub minds, to bring data, to bring evidence for us to analyze. For me, justice is to make sure that we get true justice, Mohbad gets justice, the common man gets justice, Nigeria becomes a better place, the people that are the evildoers go away, and the new Nigeria gets ushered. That, for me, it's more long-term, not just immediate. We'll get the immediate justice, but I'm looking more long-term. And that's why I try to chime in here and there. So, for the host, please, we owe it a duty of care to use our platform not to cause fracas and drive traffic so we can monetize. People's mental health have been affected, like you mentioned earlier. People have lost their jobs, their relationship. Let us think about using our platform to heal, fight for justice, but also to heal each other. Let us be mindful of some of the information we entertain and disseminate out there and share, because over the last 48 hours or 72 hours, there's been a lot of different narratives out there, a lot of different confusion out there. And over the last 48 hours, I have sat down and reflected personally. A few days ago, I was very upset on Wednesday. And I called up Mohbad's legal team and a few people in the government. The last 48 hours, I've been able to take a step back and really humanize this whole thing. And it makes me feel sad, but it also makes me feel optimistic as well. What do I mean by that? If you put yourselves in these people's shoes, it's easy for us to sit here on the sidelines and analyze and criticize. Yes, don't get me wrong, we have to call a spade a spade. Like Atta says, Baba Mohbad's legal team are working, but do they have room for improvement? Yes, they do, 100%. And when I sit there and think about the team, everyone is throwing information at them. They cannot take all that information. They have to pick and choose what they take. Imagine, just put yourself in this, imagine being there and everybody, you have to filter some of it. The public wants to help, and I still believe the public has a role to play to help, but they have to use their better judgment to decide what help they want to accept. But I want them to keep an open mind to receive this help, because this is not an island. Collectively, we have a lot to offer: ideas, connections, resources. So, just like I said to the host to drop their pride, their ego, and all of that, and the greed, I also said it to the Baba Mohbad's legal team: be open-minded. Yes, filter out the help that you want. Not everyone that's coming to help you has good intentions. Some people will give you money not because they want to help you, but they want to have a stake, have receipt that they can use tomorrow. So I understand, but they have to keep an open mind to accept some help and filter it. And for Prime Boy, for spending for the nurse, if you put yourself in their shoes, each of them have their own role to play. Don't get me wrong. But these are people that have been threatened by so many different people. What help have you offered them to make them feel comfortable, to give them witness protection, for them to be safe, to be able to tell their truth? I got to find out earlier today on a different platform. Please listen to this, at the coroner inquest, at that court, everybody that walked in there, there was no security that patted anybody down to touch, to feel, do you have a weapon, do you have a gun, do you have a dagger, do you have a knife? There is nobody was patted down from a security standpoint into the court. Me, I know I'm in diaspora. If I go to court for any hearing, before you walk in there, they will make sure they pat you down. Like you're going through TSA, you're going through the airport. They pat you down to make sure you're not bringing anything. In that court, nobody was patted down to know if they have weapons with them. Think about it. And we did not, when I say we, let me just not say we. I don't know if the Chief Justice for Mohbad, in addition to donating money to bail out spending and Prime Boy, I don't know if we reached out to them to offer witness protection, to make sure they were comfortable. I don't know. In 2 months that spending has been out from detention, what steps did we take to make sure that he was in a good place mentally? We had some protection around him, that he wasn't being exposed to other vices and other threats and stuff like that. Imagine going to a hearing, to a court, and everybody just walks in there, no security to pat you down. What if people had guns there and stuff? What if someone had threatened spending? Say, if you talk, that, we'll go shoot you here, something. Think about it. We've made some missteps along the way. Why? Because we were not focused, we were distracted, everybody were doing their own thing, everybody wanted to be relevant, this, that. There are so many missteps that we've had along the way. Here we are today, knowing what we know now, knowing what we've experienced going so. What steps are we willing to take differently to make sure on April 15th that what happened on Wednesday should not happen again? Control what we can control. People say we should drag the nurse. Hey, I was one of those people that was questioning her before I got some information. Spending and Prime Boy, their bail condition was public. They go to Panty Tuesdays and be to sign. How come this whole nurse thing now, hush, hush, hush. We don't get information. I come to find out the whole time we were all raising money, right? To bail spending, to bail Prime Boy. Nobody raised money to build a nurse. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why that was the case. We made some advocacy. We did a lot of advocacy for Prime Boy. We prayed. We went to see their parents. All of that. We did all of that. Nobody did anything for the nurse until somebody else went later on and privately bailed the nurse. But I still question how come like we don't know about the bail condition. Question mark, that's different. But someone decided that the way I saw all the distraction, the fracas that happened when we build spending and Prime Boy, I did not want to cause that kind of attention. I did not want that fracas. I took this on myself to do that. That person or that group of people have their reasons why they do that, why they did that. And we also have to, again, put ourselves in the shoes. Prime Boy came out. Everybody started telling him, come out and talk, come out and talk, come and say you're grateful, come on, all of that. He came out. People started asking him questions. He got defensive, and he started attacking people. We saw how all of that went. Spending came out. He was quiet. We brought him out. He talked a little bit. He said some things that made everybody go crazy again, and there was weeks of narration from that. Now the nurse is out. Everybody wants to publish the nurse image and drag the nurse. My question is, if we drag the nurse, what state of mind are we putting her in for when it's her time to come out during the inquest? My Honorable Senator Ish, earlier on you said that someone had talked about whether the nurse Spending and Prime Boy should go to Berekete. And you made some valid points earlier on that. But in hindsight, in my view, as individuals, we can only do so much. Remember, what I had advocated for was unity, organization under, whether that's a foundation or some institution that has a leg, a power to take the government on head on. Because individuals, we cannot. Hosts, we cannot. Remember, that was the first thing I said when I first came on your platform. I have the opinion, though, that if those three people, if we had, Berekete did not invite them, right? He said he wanted only to work with the family. That's okay, right? Yeah, I heard that part of Berekete say he only wants to work with the Aloba family, the other people. But I don't think if they proactively reached out to Berekete, I don't think Berekete would have turned them down. There could have been value there. Why? Because Berekete as an institution, he's the one that has used his platform to help facilitate this stuff for us. If they had gone to him, he would have given them some kind of, under his umbrella, maybe witness protection or anything, and get their side of their story and keep. Because we know from Berekete that he is the voice for the voiceless. He seeks for justice for people that have been marginalized for whatever reason. Is it too late to do that? I don't know. But I want to really hone in on the nurse. See, I was on a platform last night, earlier this morning. They exposed that picture. People started posting on. They started dragging people. You know, right now, these three people that were locked up, they are going through a lot. What would have really helped them to be able to be in a position to tell their truth, whether they had a hand in it or not, was to put them in the place, give them some kind of protection, some reassurances, have them speak their truth, help them with health and mental stuff. We could have planned that well and given them that opportunity. So the nurse is going to come out when her time is there. If we drag out between now and then, do you expect her to sit in a court where people can walk in without getting padded, who knows what they're bringing in with them, and be able to, you don't know the threats that she's facing. So the person that is quote unquote hiding the nurse. I understand. I see where that person is coming from. I see where that person is coming from. And I said in the comment section earlier on today, let us not make the same mistakes we've made so far up until this point. Let us not make the same mistake. Let us learn. As hosts, let us please, if you know you're truly fighting for justice for Mohbad, you should be able to feel confident with your full chest and say the same thing that the ordinary Senator Isha said and also Lagata has said. But a lot of people cannot say that because they know why they are using their platform for this justice for Mohbad. For the ones that are out there that are doing this genuinely, we know the threats you're facing. We keep you in our prayers. We pray for you. But please use your platform to help heal the people while we're using it to fight for. Be mindful of the type of information you allow to be shared. If you know the truth and there's something that is not true that's being said, speak it up, call it out, address it, so that way we can be on the same page. Use this platform to help people heal, not to cause distraction and cash out. And for panelists, when we come up to, let us help, right? Let us do our own little parts. Let us have constructive stuff. It's not that there's no need for us to drag each other. It's not a competition like the senator said, the ordinary senator said. This is not a child's play. It's not a competition. If Mohbad gets justice and all the guilty people get what they deserve, that is justice. He's the captain of this ship. So for Team Baba Mohbad, this is, again, I don't want you coming out and saying things on social media. I know that's why you're limiting things. I understand that. But from a PR perspective, from a branding perspective, you should be able to organize yourself well. Because you have a lot of supporters all over the world. But for them, the way you're showing up is very not organized. How can a lawyer go say something and say, oh, they did not see mark on body and da. I don't want to get into that. Like, that's the inconsistent messages coming out is because there is no organization in terms of PR and branding. Please, that's a good one area for you to improve. You're doing a good job. You have a lot. You know what you're going against. Please, as a suggestion, just think about that. And whoever is picked or whatever to be the public specs, PR, whatever, do a thorough job. Be open-minded. Others should not be jealous. You should be able to help that person. Yeah, that person will be the face and whatever. Help that person shine because the whole team shines. This is what I'm saying. Leave individual goals. Leave individual egos. Think about the big picture. Let us not be the ones that come in between. Because of our selfishness, we can't put Sansan for this Gary, and nobody will feature farm. So, Ordinary Senator Ish, thank you so much. I understand where these people are coming from. Me, I'm trying to look forward now. I know there's so much more information out there that hasn't come out. And for me personally, I'll be mindful with some of the questions that I ask, because there are sometimes as panelists, as commenters, we ask some questions sometimes that put someone in the corner where they go answer a question that they don't give too much information. So for me, I expect that they should not be saying too much out, even as hosts too. We should be mindful with some of the things that we say too. You get information, weigh the information out. Yes, I want to engage my audience, I want to engage my viewers, I want to entertain them, I want to educate them, but if I give this information, how will that impact the bigger case? Let's look big picture, strategic now. And that's what I'm hoping that Baba Mohbad's team, they've been dragged, they've been praised, everybody have your own perspective, but we can all agree that there's room for improvement. And my own room for improvement I'm looking at is two things. Be a little bit more strategic. Be a little bit more strategic. That includes being proactive on some of the things, being thoughtful, being open-minded, be selective. So be strategic, number one. And number two, know your enemy. Respect your enemy. Find your enemy's weak point. That's the art of war. Don't undermine certain things that are happening. Don't undermine certain things that are happening. Be open-minded. to the help, be thoughtful about the help that you receive. And as individuals, for the masses, search your conscience, search your heart. Why am I doing this justice for Mohbad? Why am I not sleeping? Why am I so emotionally invested in this? What is my motive? Whatever I say, is it helping the case? Is it helping or is it hurting the case? For Team Olosho, supporting Olosho, me, I will not relent. I will still attack you now. It's not too late to decamp. Confess your sins, you'll be forgiven. It's not too late. You know the truth. I will still attack you, comment section. You will block me. I will still call you people out 100%. Because you cannot tell me you want a better Nigeria, you can see evil and not call out evil, and you be a partaker of evil. Why? Because you're taking just the short term, just today. What can I get? Oh, just today. You don't think about tomorrow and next tomorrow. So let us be guided, please. Everybody has the right to their opinion. No, you can drag wherever you want to drag, but me, I have tried to put myself in people's shoes. I've tried a little bit. I agree with Barakate Gaza family. I am disappointed in Spending's lawyer. I know the person has been compromised just because of the way the whole thing has gone. Mohbad lawyer legal team, please anticipate what might come up and be prepared for it. That's how you become proactive, not reactive. Don't just wait something happen, bam, oh, it don't happen, we will begin to blame everybody, then it will take us time to come form up our strategy. Try to anticipate 2 or 3 steps. On the 15th of April, if this happens, here is how we'll counter it. This might happen, here is how we're prepared for it. What if it goes this way? Here is how we're prepared for it. You understand? They've already given us warning to prepare us. That for me is the cue to find a strategy around. They said, we want to start at 11 o'clock on the 15th of April because we'll close around 2 or 3 because generator power will go off. They've already tell you already. They've laid the what's the word I'm looking for? In a painting, the canvas. They don't set up the canvas for you. They will begin to paint their ojoro. So anticipate what might happen. Anticipate things and prepare for it. Be proactive. So that is all I have to say today. Thank you so much. Please, let us be guided. Let us be mindful. Let us drag who needs to be dragged. Let us try to put ourselves in people's shoes as well. I'm curious. I'm very excited to hear. I don't know. I hope that Prime Boy will have a chance to speak. And let us not just sit on our laurels and because we saw his body language, he was gingering. Let us not just relax and say, oh, we expect him to come out and break the tables. This is the time. This is the time to be reaching out, to be being proactive, finding information and stuff like that. Because if you're not doing that, your enemy might be doing that and be ahead of you. So the Ishtar, that is my summation. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Public. I know he knows a lot. Spending knows everything that happened in the house. For him to go to the court, because all this while that he has been coming to the platform to meet us here, whenever Spending come up here, he will said he don't want to speak yet. That he's keeping himself until the coroner inquest. To the right time that he's supposed to speak, that he's going to talk. But to everybody's surprise, he did what he knows best he can do. I've been expecting that from Spending. You see, I think the Baba legal team, I don't know, for my own opinion, I think they have made a mistake by even bailing those people. See, if you are a criminal, you're a criminal. That is what I know. For somebody to come out and you know that the reason why people stand for you, people fight for you to come out, is for you to come and say something to them. He knows. Both of them know the reason why the public have so much interest on them. They know. But After the public have already tried their own best, yeah, even helping this justice, to me, Prime Boy is kind of, he wants to speak what he knows. I don't know what is still keeping him not to say the right, but I think I see that energy in him. But for spending, I'm not expecting anything from spending. You understand? I think what we should do, we are still waiting, Sha. Maybe the next corona inquest is going to talk. And we pray that it says something tangible to us. And to the Baba Legal team, I just want you people to know that when you come out to fight the real fight, expect anything from anybody. And in this your case, you people know that the people you're fighting, they are big, they are large. I think every one of you have already know the people you're fighting with. They are not small, they are very big. So you expect anything, because I've been hearing everything. They are dragging them. Some people say they are doing well. Some people say they are not doing well. You cannot satisfy everybody. But the most important thing is for you to know the fight and to know where you are heading to, where you're coming from and where you're heading to. Even to the extent some people come out and start dragging Brekete. That Brekete is supposed to be saying things more. It's supposed not to, that Brekete is still keeping quiet. Is still doing this. And the same thing is coming to the Baba Legal team too. They want everything you do to be exposed to them so that they can have something to say about. They want everything you talk to be out there so that they can have something to discuss about. And I want you to know that I don't think then, if you know you're fighting for the right thing, you don't need to do that. There's some certain things that don't need to be exposed if you really want to fight a good fight. And I think that is exactly what they are doing. I am not in whatever they are doing. I know it's not easy, because I know what each and every one of them have faced. Some of them, they have dragged a lot of them. I've seen some in some case that they will call some of their name and drag and insult and all of that. You understand? So every one of them, they are doing their best. They are doing their best. The reason why the whole thing is like this is because the people they are fighting against, they are too much. They are too much. I think that is where the problem is coming from. And another thing, the whole people in that house, in that Mohbad house, the people that lives with Mohbad in that house, they are all enemy of Mohbad. All of them. There's no single soul in that house that is not an enemy of Mohbad. And that's why you see that they are all, their mind is together. They are working together. They are working so together. They're working together. That's why you see that to hold them in hand is very hard for us to hold them. You understand? But because the Bible said that though they will gather, if their gather is not for good, and the way they gather, they will surely scatter. I believe they will scatter, because the way they gather against that poor boy is too bad and it's too hurting. You understand? So I want the Baba Legal team to know that the fight is big. I don't have so much to say this evening. The fight that they are fighting is a big fight. I want you to work hand in hand. I want you to work together and work never to be tired. Don't lose hope. A lot of things will come out. You will come across so many things in order to discourage you or maybe to cause fights in between you. You understand? So that the distraction will be there. I want you people to let go whatever comes to your way. Anybody, any platform that you hear that they are dragging you, you don't even give them hearing. Don't listen to them. Be focused and let you people's mind work too. Because people like us that are coming to this place to listen to what you're saying, at least I am looking up to you, because when I come to TikTok every day, I will go to where any platform that I do not see some certain people name there, I will not go there. Like any platform that I have to come and I will be comfortable. I would like to even come to the up and say whatever I have to say. Is a platform, any platform that I see Mr. Kuresi, that I see that Mr. Andy, that I see Olaide, that is only where I trust that I can go. Because I've already believed in those people, Westo and the Arifa, I believe in these people that they are the only people that can tell me what I want to hear. So I don't want any distraction. I don't want anything that would distract you people. I don't want you to give anybody listening here. Whatever you know that is the best for you, that you can fight for yourself. If you are in that shoe, that is what you should put in. For spending and all this prime boy, I don't think we should have mercy for any of them. I don't think you should be even saying, yes, these people, they are innocent, they are things. You don't know who is innocent in this case now. The only woman being I seen in that place, or the only person I see that can say 100% I believe in this person, is Baba Mohbad, which come out and said everything that he knows. The man did not hide anything, but the rest of them, they are not saying anything helpful there. There's nothing you can hold with your hand from what they are saying. Everybody is just protecting his or herself. They don't want to be involved, a case that you are already involved. Then think they can remove themselves. So I don't know. I pray God give us this justice. That is my prayer every day. And I pray God protect everyone who is coming out.
Matunia,
yes.
Hold on for me. Mr. Laide, please, you can go ahead and do the necessary thing, Mr. Laide. Thank you so much, Mr. Laide. Thank you, Mr. Laide. Do the necessary thing.
Understand? So I want you people to know, so that if we come out every day to do anything, we should know that the journey that you've started already is a great one. That by the ending of by the time you get to your destination, the next thing you get from that destination is victory. And I pray that victory will come to each and every one of us, because that is what we have already seek for. But for all these people, I don't know. I've been pained, since that last corona inquest. Some people say they should, like what this last person that speak before me now said, they said security and whatever. You want, which security do you want the public to give to spending before spending could speak? Which security? Then call him, okay, if you want to talk, like when issue come about CCTV camera in the house, Prime Boy he said, I know, Mohbad, my friend told me that he has already fixed the CCTV. He said what he know. And for spending, he has not been saying anything because he don't want to say anything. And he knows everything. He don't want to say anything. That is why he's forming all that heat and the rest. Nobody hold him any security or whatever. I saw many people there in that show that day. I saw Arifa, I saw Westo, I saw all of them. Are there no people that are supposed to be hiding their head also? They went there without no security. They are doing their job. They go there because they have the interest of the case at hand, because they know what they are doing. I believe if you call Arifa or anybody to come out and say something that day, they will come out and speak. Those are the people who really want the fight, who are fighting the fight. But for you, you said you are feeling this. Somebody said you need security. Somebody said you need this. Somebody said I need that. You need that. Are they not done for spending enough to be able to even be for your conscience to worry him to say, okay, this is what the public need. I could be able to give the public what they need. I don't know what more spending need from us. He don't want to speak. He does not want to speak. So whatever he see after the next corona inquest, he should take it. At least the public have already tried for him and said, okay, maybe you will not say, you know something that you have to say to us, or maybe you are scared or something and you're not supposed to be there. They probably stand up and said, okay, they are not just the 2 people, I mean 3 people that are supposed to be locked up there. That there's other people at home. That if I believe that Adubin then pick everything from that house and lock them up, the public will not say they want to go and bail everybody from that cell. They will allow the police to investigate and do whatever they want to do to make sure the whole truth come out. But it's because they arrest only 3 of them and lock them there. That is why the public say, no, this shouldn't be. It shouldn't be just these 3 people. You understand? And then look into things and then try to bail you out so that you won't stay there and rot there. And for you to come out now, you don't even have anything to give to the public. So it's somehow.
Yeah,
It's somehow.
Maxine, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I wanted you to begin to round up. Thank you so much for that one. Let me quickly say something concerning when Mr. Black Velvet said something about the security. One of the things he said is that there was no security at the corona inquest, like the entrance to check people that are coming in, whether this one has a weapon or that one has a weapon on him, or people that are coming into the inquest as to come and learn or to come and listen as journalists or as individuals. There was supposed to be some form of security for them, and and also for the witnesses or the suspects that came. Let me say this to be sincere, just the same way we used to compare with the international world. On a normal day, I think there should be a form of security for spending. If we look at the international standard, there should be a form of security for spending and Prime Boy, you understand, being a suspect. Probably from their house to the court, and from the court back to their house. But all of these things, we've said so many things about spending today, and I wouldn't want to go back to it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go to Mr. Gregsy now, then we'll go back to Thank God It's Friday. Mr. Gregsy, good evening, sir. Thank you so much. I've been waiting you for a long period of time here. Thank you so much for
function well. If you don't pass your comment, either positive, negative, expressive or expression of mind, is a very good thing. I would not want to say much because I don't like, one, whipping sentiment, two, making repetition of things that are known to everybody, and I would not want to engage in an hogwash discussion or argument. As my sister said earlier, it's good, and as we have been praying or we have been fighting, and that we all know that this Mohbad case would or should be used to correct so many abnormalities in this country. So many issues have been raised and so many concerns have also been raised. Let me start with the issue of security. It is very, very important that whenever anybody is gaining access to the courtroom, the person should be checked. I speak as a Nigerian, not as someone who has interest in a particular case. In a court matter that has to do with homicide, this is not true fighting, and this is not a court that sees to husband and wife fighting. This is an homicide or any case of that nature that could even transcend to the level that the main kingpin is not being picked, but to monitor the process at which court possession is going. There are alibis in crime when a crime is committed. There are alibis, and the alibis might not have been picked, but a suspect who will lead us to a particular person who run as alibi in a crime could be coming to court, and in the process of trying to confess, it could be pinned or be dropped down. Security is necessary in the court of law. It is not because it is prime boy, not because it is pending, not because it is whoever. It is the system that is faulty. Coming into, you just see one white and khaki security. If they, where are you? What do you want? If you don't answer them, you don't answer them. Even if you work, if you don't greet them,